the metal.
No, excuse me, these are not in, the originals are not in this
No,
museum.
they're not here. Only the pottery is original.
And the rainbow.
Just next to from here, we can get a very nice view of the first great circle. Just next to the first great
Bring it back.
one of the major commodities of no,
Now, soon the coffee began to spread throughout Asia. It was first developed throughout Yemen, Oman, Qatar, Bahrain, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, and the United Arab Emirates. So, coffee is said to be such a great part of Turkish coffee culture that a law was, this is true, was written that made it legal for a woman to divorce her husband if, any guesses? If he failed to provide her with her daily quota of coffee. Coffee entered the English language in the 16th century, but it's kind of fun to see the many forms it took before we got coffee. It was derived from the Italian word caffè, and then that came from the Dutch word koffie, and then that came from the Ottoman Turkish word kahve, which came from the Arabic word kahwa. And still in the Arab world, it's kahwa. In still all of these countries, we have these words. So, first of all, coffee was declared haram, or unholy, by Mecca's governor, because people were going to the coffee houses and not the mosque. So what do? You ban it, right? It's unholy. You're going to go to hell if you drink coffee. This is true. However, the problems did not end there. We had local clergy who condemned coffee when it came to Venice around 1650 because it came from Islamic countries. So they called it the bitter invention of Satan. Thank you, Pope Clement, for taking that little sip, because he then said, whoa, this drink of Satan is so delicious, I have to read it to you. It would be a pity to let the infidels have exclusive use of it. We will cheat Satan by baptizing it. Guess what? We're having more problems with that radical drink. Now it's viewed as more dangerous than alcohol. Right? So, King Charles, back in the 1670, he attempted to ban coffee houses. Well, and he really knew that, for sure, people had to be plotting sedition and treason amongst the population in those coffee houses. We have to be very grateful that he had instigators. His own ministers loved the brew and talked him down. Even after he issued it, they're like, you know what, this isn't going to work. And back in the West again, in the 18th century, we had Prussia's King Frederick the Great, who releases his coffee and beer manifesto. It is disgusting to notice the increase in quantity of coffee used by my subjects. Everybody's using coffee. This must be prevented. My people must drink beer. Oh, here we go back again to the East. Now this guy, he did not say, let's drink beer instead. He said, totally want to ban it. Totally ban it. And what was the punishment? Decapitation. Fortunately, his successor was more lenient. Napoleon. He also drank a minimum of 50 cups a day, and he said, I would rather suffer with coffee than be senseless. He named the cappuccino for its resemblance to the color of the hoods that the Capuchin friars wore. So the next time that you reach for a cup of coffee, I hope you will better appreciate the journey that it has traveled through. Raise your cup to toast Kaldi, that lonely goatherd and his prancing goats in Ethiopia, and don't forget to thank Pope Clement, right, for blessing it rather than cursing it. God bless, safe travels. Thank you so very much. Thank you.